thought I fixed that. I thought I fixed that. Wait. That's the wrong one. Where is it? This one. That's the thing. Jeez. I thought I fixed this scene. Oh my gosh. Hold up. I'm also kind of small here. Heck. What the heck? I'm kind of small here. Hold up. Let me fix this a little bit before we continue. There's just so much jank right now. But yeah. Hey Bison, welcome, welcome. Also, hey rest of the Nuggets. Watching this. Yeah. Welcome to the food truck. We are now doing MREs, or at least our first MRE. I was actually looking at the MRE prices, and I saw how expensive a lot of this stuff is. I wasn't expecting it. But yeah, let me just bring up how this happened to begin with, because I was just I mean, I think I was streaming, okay, just streaming like usual, and it was during like one of the Yakuza streams. I got a donation, my very first dono. I got a donation. I got my very first dono during a Yakuza stream, and I basically used that donation money to try an MRE, and that's what we have today, right? So this is what we have. This is what we have today. Hold on. Let me move that. So this is the MRE we're going to try today. It is the Spanish Armed Forces MRE. At least that's what it says on the label. If I read the description correctly, this is a NATO approved MRE that is like good to be distributed to different places, including the Spanish military, I guess, also to like humanitarian aid, that kind of thing. Apparently this tiny little pack, okay, I say tiny because look how big it is compared to my hand. Look how big it is compared to my hand. This tiny little pack is 3,500 calories all in all, and I already ate at least 1,000 today. I ate already 1,000 calories today, so I don't know if I finished this. I am gonna have to do a serious workout tomorrow if I do finish this today, or a serious workout for the next week if I do. I don't think I'll be able. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the website gives a little preview of all, or at least most of the stuff that's in here. So it's like, okay. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but if it's 3,500 calories, it's got to be pretty dense, right? Got to be pretty dense. But yeah, I mean, I didn't realize how expensive MREs are. And also, I really don't know what to expect with MREs. I've seen a few MREs that were kind of okay. It's like basically food in a pouch, right? Yeah. Just think that meal is like for one 19-year-old who is running around. What, one 19-year-old? I guess is that what you're trying to say? Who is running around in full gear? I guess. Yeah. This is supposed to be like just one meal. Okay, this is one meal. This is the lunch set. B menu lunch set. Let me just try to read the label really quick. Fuerzas Armadas, Armed Forces. Forces Armies. Ration Individual de Combat. I thought this was supposed to be Spanish. Ration Individual de Combat. Individual ration. Individual combat ration. Oh, there's actually English here. I didn't realize it was Spanish, English, and French on the label. Oops. Oopsies. But yeah, this is from Spain. I was actually trying to look at different rations and MREs to see which one was interesting. There was another one that I would like to try when certain world events calm down quite a bit. Um, it was actually the one I was looking at first and was thinking of getting, but I don't know if it would be a bad thing to try to, what do you call this? Yeah, I was thinking about that one. But the thing is, it doesn't actually come from, well, the MRE is not sold from there. And if you think about it, if they already have it, right? If they already have it, it's already been bought. So I don't know what the I'm trying to be it's an actual issue. It's a real issue. So I don't know. Should I go for it anyway if the chance comes up? Apparently all the MREs that are being sold is coming from Ukraine or Lithuania for some reason. I don't know why. Like there's a Spanish MRE, but it didn't come from Spain. Simply says it falls off a truck. Always, it could have been looted. It could have been looted. It's fine. As long as it hasn't been opened, it's as long as it's you know, as long as it's still intact and everything's good. The other MRE I really want to try is like Japanese MREs, and I don't think those are as easy to get. I think the last time I was in Japan, there's this shop called Phantom. There's a shop called Phantom in Japan that sells a bunch of military gear. It's a place where a lot of military otaku go to. In Akihabara, they have like military gear and MREs, but I think the MREs are like American surplus. But a lot of the text on it is Japanese, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Japanese MREs are super hard to get. Those are the ones I really want to try though. But it's like they at least they come online for sale on. Yeah, they come to they are on sale online once every, like, maybe when a comet comes around the Earth or something. When was the last comet that came around? Hale-Bopp, Halley's Comet, Hale-Bopp, one of those two. Probably one of those times when those comets came around, maybe a Japanese MRE was being sold online, even before the internet was around. Like I could probably get one when I'm in Japan next time, but if I do that, customs is more than likely gonna confiscate it because they will have meat, and customs does not like meat being imported even through your luggage. Yeah. What would actually be a rare MRE? I saw a French MRE being sold not too long ago, and I tried picking it up again. It's like, where is it? It's not here. It's not here. There's also a Canadian MRE that's being sold, but there's no info on it, and it's really expensive. And I'm like, do I want to buy this? There's no info. Canadian MRE has no info. French MRE got sold out super fast for some reason or another. There's a bunch of different ones I want to try. If there's like a Korean MRE, I would like to try that too. A bunch of different stuff. What is an MRE? MRE is short for meals ready to eat. So these are basically pre-packaged meals in boxes, and you're really not supposed to have any. You're supposed to have like maybe at minimum uh water, because maybe I think a lot of these are dehydrated or needs water to reactivate. It depends on the set. I don't know anything about this set in particular. This set looks like it might need water for the powdered stuff to like reconstitute, make into drinks and stuff like that. Um, but there are some that needs water for rehydrating food. A lot of commercial MREs, freeze-dried food, that is not military, is kind of like that. You need like water. It doesn't have to be hot water, but you need water to rehydrate it, and then you can eat it. Like a lot of the backpacking food is kind of like that. French MREs are considered one of the best ones to get, and they get sold pretty quickly. How about Spanish MREs? I heard I got this one because it looked unique, and I didn't want to get the American MREs because I can get those anytime. I can get the American MREs anytime, but the foreign MREs I feel like are a lot harder to get. They also take forever to get. It takes like a month, at least a month to get here. Some are dehydrated, others are in a can. Yeah, I think this one has a bunch of cans in it. I think this one has a bunch of cans in it. We're gonna find out soon, though. The thing is, all right. Here's the thing. I'm probably okay. So I know there's like this one MRE channel, or at least one channel that reviews a bunch of MREs back in the day. I'm not sure if they're still around. They probably are. That likes to plate it out, and I think that guy gets criticized a lot for plating out. I think his name is Steve. Yeah, I think his name is Steve. I think he gets criticized a lot for plating it out for the video, and because you're probably not gonna have a plate whenever you do open the MREs out in the wild. But it's like, guys, don't you understand? He has to plate it out so that you can see it. We're not gonna see the food very clearly if he just keeps it in the pouch or the can. So I have plates with me. If I need more plates, I'll get more plates so we can see it. But I have plates. We're gonna plate this out. I also have extra silverware and glassware. I say you do you. I don't know. I feel like some people can be like super picky about that. Yeah, if you're out in the wild and you pack an MRE, you're not you. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? If you're out in the battlefield, you're probably not gonna have some plates and stuff with you. You're probably just gonna eat from the pouch. Do that. But for the purposes of a video, for the purposes of a stream, we gotta play it out to be able to show other people what's in it, right? Right? At least that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I will do that. I will do play it out though. Yeah. It's just kind of amazing. It's just kind of amazing in the whole world of MREs. I've always wanted to try one, and this is the first one I will try. I've had like dehydrated food before, like the dehydrated ice cream that is supposedly the space ice cream. I used to like to get that a lot whenever I'm in museums, but it's like nowadays it's just kind of expensive for really okay ice cream. It's not that great. It's okay ice cream. Most MREs come with a plastic silver, so you're good there. Yeah. Oh, if they have plastic silverware, I will use that first before I use mine. But the plates, I will definitely have to use a plate you know, to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, I think I stalled long enough. Let's go ahead and move over to the table over here. I'm gonna move the camera. No, not the camera. I'm gonna move the mic, and I'm also gonna move, yeah, the camera, my camera. Hold on, hold on. Let me also turn off the noise gate because we're definitely gonna have to do that. Hold on. Let me mute really quick. Okay, camera moving over. Camera moving over. I'm gonna so that you can see me react. Also, I'm also gonna move chat over so I can see you. Otherwise, it's gonna be like impossible to read anything. Okay. I'm actually kind of excited, and I don't use that word a lot, excited, but I'm excited for this one. I'm excited for this one. Okay, while we're doing this, recommend me some MREs I should try. We got Spanish today. I know I want French whenever it does come up. How are the Scandinavian MREs? Are those any good? I should probably avoid British MREs, right? I should probably avoid British MREs, right? No. I mean, I'll try it. I'll try it. The Canadian MRE, I want to gamble on, but it's like super expensive. It's kind of expensive. Ow! What was that? Oh, that's my trash bin. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging first. But first things first, I want to point out again. This is the Spanish MRE that we are going to be trying today. And as you can see, it is not very big. It is not very big. It is as big as my hand here. And I've seen other MREs that are a lot bigger than this, but this one seems to be very compact. Maybe the ones I saw that were bigger are like 24-hour MREs. This is supposed to be just for lunch, but lunch consisting of 3,500 calories is a pretty heavy lunch calorie-wise. I think you guys would agree. The packaging is pretty simple, all green, very dark green. Seems I might have cut into this earlier, so there's a little hole. Nothing else. The front has the Spanish flag, Spanish crust, descriptions in 3 languages. There are some MREs that only have the actual origin language on there. So we got España, and we have NATO approved. NATO approved down here. I don't know if that means anything other than yes, you can distribute this, but this is, what do you call this? It's approved apparently. Most military MREs are usually made to resemble food soldiers are familiar with back home. So you get the Canadian MRE that will be familiar to you. I'm just hoping with the Canadian MRE, because we have no information on that, it's gonna have some maple syrup in it. I just hope it's gonna have some maple syrup on it. You know. Anyway, it does have an expiration date. I thought these would last a bit longer. So I don't know how long this MRE has been around. I know it's a little difficult to see on camera, but the expiration date on here is October 2023. Assuming that the expiration date will last you until the end of the month, it's probably going to be like end of the month, October 2023. Now, that being said, I have seen some vintage MREs being sold. And when I say vintage, I mean like World War II old vintage MREs that are being sold. And it's like, okay, is this still safe to eat? I assume the canned food is safe to eat as long as it has not expanded. If the canned food has expanded, that's probably a bad thing. You're looking at botulism, you're and some other bacteria that you do not want to touch at all. Because even if you cook it, even if you put it into high heat, those toxins, those bacteria will not die. At least if I'm correct. Yeah, they will not die. Try the vintage MREs at your own risk. Yeah, maybe the MREs are probably good a year or two out from the expiration date, but the vintage ones, I think the cracker should be okay. Maybe the canned food is gonna be super sus. But anyway, that's what we have today. October 2023. This is gonna get eaten within the week, within the next week. So let's go and open it and see what we got. I guess we just open this normally. We'll just open it like... Okay, that's super easy. So we have a plastic outside. I kind of want to save the plastic outside as a memorabilia, so I don't want to like destroy it. Interesting. Plastic, and just a very simple box in here. It might be just me, my imagination, but I smell something fishy already coming out from the box. So we might have some sardines, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we have a menu here, and I do smell some fish. I do smell some fish. Oh yeah, okay. Here's the English menu. Okay, here's the English one. I want to read the Spanish first though before we read the English one. Okay. Menu número 2. Sobre de sopa de verdura instantánea, 20 grams. Una lata de albondigas. De gusante. What is that? Una lata de sardinas con tomate. Okay, there's a sardines. Una lata de cocktail de frutas. Amlibar. Okay, we got fruit cocktail here also. Una lata de pate. We have some pate. Nice. Dos pastillas depuradoras de agua. 2 little somethings for water. I'm not sure. I'm guessing those are like for electrolyte water or something. 3 pastillas de combustible de sólido. I have no idea what that is. 4 sobres de polvo. Isotonic. Oh, the isotonic liquid. Okay, this is the isotonic liquid. That's for like electrolytes and stuff with vitamin C. And the rest I'm not even gonna try, but okay. Let's go to read the English one. The Spanish is pretty interesting though. I'm gonna have to keep this menu also as a memorabilia. Okay, English. At least this one has English. Some MREs are not quite as generous with their translations. 1 bag of vegetable instant soup. Okay, 20 grams. 1 tin of meatballs with peas. I'm gonna need multiple things here apparently. Okay, so I need to grab a bowl for the soup. I need to grab plate for the meatballs and peas. We have plate. 1 tin of sardines and tomato sauce. Okay, we got that also. Fruit cocktail. I think we can just keep that in the tin. 1 pate. Okay. 2 water purification tablets. We are not going to be using that today because I don't think we need to. However, I'm probably going to be packing this when I go to Japan because I am going to be doing a hiking trip there and that might be pretty useful. 3 combustible tablets. What's a combustible tablet and what do I need it for? Please tell me. Anyone who's familiar with MREs, what do I use the combustible tablets for? 4 bags of defagant isotonic powder with vitamin C. So this is to not make you tired, right? Isotonic water. I think I might also pack that for Japan, but we're gonna try one of them today. 1 chewing gum. 1 chewing gum. It's hilarious to have like chewing gum on the menu here. 1 envelope of matches. Okay, that's handy. 1 stove for warming. Okay, so we can cook. We can cook with this. 1 bag of with cellulose paper. I'm guessing this is biodegradable paper that you can wipe yourself with, so that's kind of nice. 1 fluoride toothpaste. I don't think I'll be brushing my teeth on stream, but we will check it out. 1 instant hand disinfectant and 1 information label. This is the information label. But it is kind of funny that we're getting fluoride toothpaste, but it doesn't mention anything about a toothbrush. Also, it doesn't mention anything about utensils. So, are we getting utensils? Do I have to bring my own utensils? Do I have to pack my own toothbrush? I'm assuming that soldiers are meant to pack their own toothbrush and utensils, so it's not included in the package slip here, or at least in the box here. So I may have to I may have to provide those myself. Speaking of which, we have plate, we have spoon, we have chopsticks. That's gonna be my utensils and plate. I will grab a bowl for the soup, unless the can itself is good enough to show everything I need to show you guys. Those are for cooking your food if you don't have access to a stove. Basically, you place it down, then put the matches on it, and it burns and starts cooking. Oh, you know what? We're gonna be playing with fire today then. we're gonna be playing with fire. For heating, open tins and make 2 holes in the lid. I see. So we can do that kind of thing. Stove for warming, bend in right angle along the seams as shown. They have a little diagram here. It's a little difficult to see on camera, but they have a little diagram. Solid combustible, not edible. I hope not. Used for heating tins of prepared food, water, etc. Under normal conditions, 1 tablet can raise the temperature of 250 mils of liquid to 70 Celsius. 70 Celsius, not too warm, but warm enough. It's not boiling, but that's good. That's good enough. Tablets can be extinguished and be lightened again. Do not moisten the tablets. Do we know what these tablets are made out of? Can you tell me what the solid combustible tablets are made out of? I want to know the composition of these things. That way it gives me a better idea on how to handle them. I'm assuming there's not a whole lot of magnesium in it, but I'm assuming that also that it's probably at least combustible, burnable to a degree. Water purification tablets. Use 1 tablet for 1 liter of water. That's actually quite a bit. The water to undergo treatment must always have a clean and clear appearance. If not, a filtration system will inevitably be used. Okay, stir until totally dissolved. Ready for consumption after 30 minutes. I did have some water here ready, but not for the purification part of the stream. I thought I had to like rehydrate something, so I'm just gonna drink really quick. Okay, defatigant, anti-fatigue, isotonic powder. I'll just say anti-fatigue. It's a lot easier to say than defatigant. With vitamin C, take 2 doses per day. Take 2 doses of vitamin C per day. You heard it here first. Each dose is composed of 4 bags. You gave me 4 bags. That's only 1 dose. Do not exceed recommended daily dose. How am I supposed to... How am I going to exceed the daily dose if you only give me 4 bags and 4 bags of 1 dose? Food supplements should not be used as substitutes for balanced diet. Of course not. And then the matches. Do not eat. Matches. Do not eat the matches. I don't know. Those tablets should be safe to use indoors. I hope so. But I mean, I do want to know what the composition is. Because I know I think some use glycerin, some use magnesium. Is it going to be a mineral-based tablet? Is it going to be a glycerin-based tablet? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and hold off on getting the bowl until we know for sure. But let's go ahead and check out what we have. It's going to be a little bit difficult to read on screen, but hopefully... Please bear with me. Oh, sopa de verduras. Okay, we will actually need water. We will actually need water, which we have here. So we have water here. I will actually need to get a bowl. Let me get back really quick for the bowl. It's not a whole lot of soup, but it's something. So I'm assuming we eat the soup in the pouch, but because this is a stream, the soup will go into our bowl here. That's where it's gonna go. So that's the sopa de verduras, and the sopa de verduras, for some reason, is 412 calories. Why is vegetable soup so high in calories? What did you put in here that makes it so high in calories? I'll look at gluten, azúcar, verdura dehydrated, cebolla, apio, puero. I thought that said dog for a moment there. Leche. Puede contener trazas de cansada leche o soya o sésamo. This is a very high calorie soup for one reason or another. I don't understand. Oh wow, this is a pretty big can. This is a can of, what is this one supposed to be? Oh, this is a meatball and peas. This is the meatball and peas. So that's the meatball and peas. This is, what is this one? Fruit cocktail. Do not heat this one. This is a fruit cocktail. That's gonna be for dessert later. Oh, this is the sardines. I can smell it. And this is a sardine can. Sardinas and tomate. Very green, very sardine-like container, of course. I may have to like zoom out here soon. What is this one? This is pate. Pate la pimienta. Okay, I have pate. What do I use the pate on? I have no bread. I have no bread to use this pate. There's no bread on the lunch menu. Yeah, there's no bread on the lunch menu. What do I use the pate on? I mean, we can try it, but you need something with this. You don't just eat it by itself. Okay, here's the matches. So here's the matches. I'm gonna also take a picture after we set all this out before I consume any of this, because this is like monumentous occasion, at least for me. Let me get my camera really quick. And we're gonna zoom out here just a little bit so that you can see everything. Okay. Set that aside for now. Okay, so this is vegetable soup. This is meatballs. This is fruit cocktail over here. This is pate. This is a pate. This is the sardines. That's the sardines. This is matches, because we got matches. This is the combustible tablets, I'm assuming. They look not edible, but they look like they could, you know, it's gonna be a slow burn. I feel like it's gonna be a slow burn. So that goes here with matches. Polvo isotonico, so there's the isotonic drink. There should be 4 of those, and we have 4 of those here, right there. Crema dental forada. Okay, we don't get a toothpaste tube, but we get like a little toothpaste pouch. Very compact, and I think this is probably good for like the entire day, depending on how much toothpaste you actually use. But we're not going to use this today. I'm probably going to try using this today after I take a shower, and I'll try to report on how that was. Disinfectant para manos. This is a very small what is this? Hand sanitizer. This is practically nothing. This is practically nothing as far as hand sanitizers go, but here we go. What is this one? Is this a chewing gum? I think this is supposed to be the chewing gum, but it looks like a little mint packet. So that's the chewing gum. What is this? Oh, I think this is the the water purifier. The water purifier tablets. It's like really tiny. It's like really 2 tiny nibs here. So we're not going to use this today, but we do have this. I'm going to save that for a different time. Wait, were we supposed to get 3 of these? Yeah, okay, so we were supposed to get 3 of the combustible tablets, so we have another one right here. Here's some napkins that we can use. I need to put the napkins. Let's put the napkins somewhere a little bit more visible. Right here. Yeah, right there. Oh, there's fine. Okay, just making sure it's clear. And then we have our stove. Now this is probably the neat part. We actually have a stove here. This is where we're going to heat and cook our meals. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture really quick of everything we got here, because this is super neat. This is super neat. No. Okay, you need to be brighter. Not that bright. Alright, picture get. I'll also take a picture of the menu here really quick. Alright. Okay, so not a whole lot of stuff, but very calorie dense somehow. This is 400 calories. This is 500 calories for the meatballs, which is kind of expected, to be honest. Fruit cocktail, 260 calories according to the can over here. The pate, which we're probably not going to eat all of it. Oh, no wonder. So most of the calories in the... No, actually no, that's kilojoules. Never mind. I was going to say this is like 1,300 calories, but no, it's actually 330 calories. According to the label here. It's really hard to see on screen, I'm sorry, but... Okay, so we're gonna do only one isotonic drink. This should be 0 calories, but let me double check. Vitamin C, 1 gram. And I don't see any calorie thingy information over here, so I don't think this has any calories. The toothpaste, that's also gonna go to the side. We're not using that today. We're not using the water tablets today. We will be using the heating packs. Hopefully we don't need more than one. I'm just going to put aside the ones we're not going to be using. We will be using matches. We'll be using this. I guess we'll try the chewing gum while we're at it. I'm going to set that aside for now though. Disinfectant for the hands. So this is our hand sanitizer. We're going to set that aside for now. Napkins, we'll just keep it handy. And so, at least for the tasting review today, this is all the stuff that we're going to try. First things first, I need to set up my stove, my little stove. How did they say I'm supposed to do this? For heating, open tins and make 2 holes on the lid. Make 2 holes on the lid. Okay, well, let's bend this first. I've seen this in like camping stores in Daiso. So, alright. It's very hard to see, but I'm gonna have to bend this somehow. Okay, so it bends this way. We can bend like this. So we bend like this to make it stand. And... Oh, no. This is the part that, we encase the fire in. So this is the standing portion. This shorter ones without little flaps on the side. So this is a standing portion. It's not sharp, so there's no fear of cutting yourself. But it is still metal, so I guess be careful, just in case. But here we go. So this is our little stove thingy. It's kind of neat. Holy crap! Just a sec. I need to take a picture of this because this is kind of cute. Not gonna lie. This is kind of cute. And we're gonna put a little Made my first ever stove! Yay! Yay! We made our first stove. Also, we have the flammable tablets. How do I open this? This one's already partly torn open, but I think I just like popped this out, right? Oh yeah, we just popped this out. Okay, so it's dry. The tablet is dry, but I think we have to burn it first. Where's my trash can? Remember, if you're out in the wild, even if you're in the military or out in the wilderness, make sure to take your trash with you. Don't leave it out in the. Don't be one of those people who leave your trash out in the woods. It's not good. I've seen it happen. I was hiking near Tokyo. There's a hiking spot near Tokyo, and I've seen trash that people have left in a stream. Thankfully, it was in a plastic bag, but the point still stands. There was trash there, and they shouldn't be there. The fact that it was in a plastic bag, I'm gonna assume that just some really lazy people forgot to take it with them, but it was like so out of place in the stream. It was like annoying. Okay, so I think what I need to do. Okay, so the sardines we don't have to heat. I guess I would have to like just open this and then we plop it over here to heat, right? Okay, let's go ahead and light this up then. Let's go and light it up. So we don't heat the fruit cocktail. I would hope we don't heat the fruit cocktail. So here are your matches. If you haven't seen matchbooks before, they're pretty. This is a pretty cheap matchbook. If I have to say so myself, this is like cardboard. I'm used to seeing these matches be made out of wood, even for a matchbook. This is like made out of cardboard, and a little bit of like fire, like what sulfur or something, whatever it is. And here is your little strip that you strike the matches in. Woo! Do I just lay you down there? Do I just lay you down there? The fact that they give you 20 matches means like they don't expect you to get this very easily. And it's not lighting. It's not lighting. Oh, crap. I forgot I have what do you call this? Smoke detector, so I gotta be careful. Might take a couple of lights for the tablets. Yeah, good thing they give us 20 matches. If we run out of matches, I have something else we can use. So that was 2 matches down just for one little tablet. This is gonna suck on a very windy day. This is gonna suck on a very windy day. Hold up. Try not to burn yourself while doing this. Let's see, how do we do this? Okay, we can do it like this, I think. Yeah, we can do it from the side. Burn it, 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 burn it. Burn, burn, are you catching on fire? Did you catch on fire? Okay, it finally caught on fire. I think it finally caught... It finally caught on fire. There we go. We got fire, we got ignition. Do you see it? Do you see the ignition? It's neat, we have fire. We have fire. Okay, so we have meatballs. The meatballs definitely have to be heated. Oh wow, this is getting warm. This is getting warm. I'm just gonna like pry it open just a little bit and we're gonna like put that there. So that's going to heat. How long do I let this cook? I wonder how long I'm gonna have to let this cook. Also, there's no instructions here for the... Oh no, there is an instruction. There are instructions here for the... Let me put this to the side. There are instructions here for the soup. It says modo de empleo, so instructions Verter de contenido de sobre de un recipiente, añadir 20 cc's de agua. Please no smoke. I don't want the fire alarm to go off. It's a very interesting smell that this thing has. Galactic news, man discovered fire. Galactic news, the man discovers fire. Also smoke. Smoke. I'm just making sure that the smoke is not gonna reach the fire alarm. I have like one fire alarm and, well, I have like 3 fire extinguishers. Maybe not fire extinguishers. I have like, what do you call this? One of those sprays on top. Let's look at the fire really quick. It's going. The fire is really going. And this is going to be heating for a while. I think we just used it up until it's fully heated. But anyway. It's an interesting burning smell. It doesn't smell like very carbony. It smells, well, I mean, there is smoke, so maybe there's a little bit of carbon. It smells like it's burnt soup. The tablet smells like it's burnt soup. That's my impression of it, which is an interesting smell to say the least. Okay. Okay, so the soup. Speaking of soup, 20 cc's of water, and then remove from the solution. Consumir a continuación. I guess we just eat it. We add 20 cc's of water in here, and then we eat it. 20 cc's of water is 20 mLs. That's not a whole lot of water. And I don't have anything on me that measures 20 cc's. However, for anyone who doesn't know, 1 tablespoon is about 15 ml. So that's 15 cc's in about 1 tablespoon. So we do like 1 tablespoon and a little extra of water, and that'll get us. Whew, that's hot. Whew, that's hot. I saw fire. I saw fire come out from the side. I saw fire come out from the side. I hope. Oh, please, please. Don't get my table. Don't burn my table, please. Don't burn my table, please. I already scratched my table from you, but don't burn it also. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think the meatballs are heated already. I think the meatballs are heated already. I wonder if I should also heat the sardines. We can probably heat the sardines. Okay, I'm gonna take the meat. Woo! Take the meatballs away. I'm gonna do the sardines. We're gonna heat the sardines too. We're gonna heat the sardines too. There we go. Man discovers fire, metal hot. Well, it's not that metal is hot. It's not that the metal is hot. I didn't expect it to. Oh my gosh. This is a very interesting cooking method, though. I like it. I like it. I would like it less if I didn't have the. I would like it more if I didn't have the. Take that away. Let's take that away. That exploded. That exploded. So heating sardines in a can, not a good idea, but meatballs apparently is a good idea, but not the sardines. You see what happens when we heat sardines in a can? It explodes. And I'm gonna use the napkins now to wipe out the mess. Soldiers typically will open the cans fully and mix the contents and cook. Oh, why didn't you tell me that? Why didn't you tell me that? Ah, that's okay. That's okay. Wait, these napkins are super cheap, by the way. They're super cheap. They're super These remind me of the napkins that you get at some restaurants that are. It's pretty absorbent at the very least, but it feels super cheap. Feels super cheap. Anyway, let's move you aside really quick. Let's move you aside. Okay, so here we go. So this is meatballs. Sometimes better to learn through experience. Okay, I get you. Also makes good content, I guess. As at least we didn't. Oh, I should have heated this more. No, I think it's warm enough. Hold on. Hold up. I think is this hot enough, or should we? No, we need to heat it more. We need to heat it more. The sardines though. The sardines, I think I have to like open up a bit. Okay, let's burn this thing a bit more because it's not quite enough. It's not quite enough. Woo! Okay, it didn't take much. It didn't take long to burn the second time. That's surprising. All right, so we have. We are now cooking. We have a little pot. I like this. I like this. Is this typically how MREs are done on the field with a little metal oven and the combustible tablets? Is that normally how it's done? Because I assume some of the MREs are, what do you call this? Heated water or something like that. And that's kind of how you go about it. The fruit cocktail will open later. You know, let's go ahead and try the pate. Honestly, we need something with this. I have some nurunji, which is like, what's nurunji? Nurunji is brown rice crackers with no salt whatsoever. Which, you know, we could put the pate on. If it looks like something I could spread on it, then I'll probably do that here in a second. The only thing right now though that I'm crying about is the wasted tomato sauce that is all over the can here now. That is wasted. And this is gonna take a little while to cook. So let's go and check the pate out while that does its thing. Soldiers also typically eat MREs cold because they are in a rush, true. And sometimes cooking the MREs thoroughly is not always an option. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. We have leisure time right now. I feel like you can only really do this if you're out camping and you're not exactly, you know, getting shot at or on a mission of some sort. Not all MREs use the method. Others use the UD method, where throw the contents in a what? Bag? In a bag, which have a heating element already inside. Okay, that's the one I was hoping that we would get, but I think that's more common with what do you call this? American MREs, right? That's probably more common with American MREs with the heating element already inside, and you just and the water is the one that activates the heat. Because I know there's something like that for some of them. Anyway, here's a pate. Here's the pate, and it is very. It is exactly what I expect a pate would look like. So for anyone who doesn't know what a pate is, this is liver spread. Pate is liver spread, and if you haven't had it before, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's like what you use to get a little bit of protein with your bread. If you don't have any like ham and stuff like that. Ooh, it's boiling. Check that out. It's actually boiling. Hold up. I think I can zoom back in. That's neat. It's actually boiling. Oh my gosh, that's actually... Oh, okay, okay, don't fall, don't fall. It would be a tragedy. It would be a tragedy if this fell and I don't get to eat any of it. But pate liver spread is pretty okay. This one's actually pretty good pate. I don't normally have pate, but you definitely need something carby with this, like bread, crackers. I'm gonna go grab some nurunji really quick, and we'll try spreading that on the nurunji and see if it's any good with it. But the pate itself, like the pate over here itself, is not bad. It is not bad at all. Be right back really quick. I need to get some crackers. And watch the pot. Make sure it doesn't boil over. Okay, nurunji. 2 little thingies of nurunji. Right here. So this is the nurunji I was talking about, the brown rice crackers that for some reason I got recently. I was getting originally wanted to get like a bunch of canned tuna from this Korean online grocery store. Bunch of canned tuna for, you know, just to have around. And this came up and I was like wondering what the heck is this? So I got it and it's very bland. It is very bland without anything on it. They do recommend using hummus, soup, sauce, whatever to flavor this up. But this is not part of the Spanish MRE, but the the pate is. So we'll try a little bit of that on the crackers. See if it's any good with crackers. The pate itself is okay. I might mix this in my ramen for tomorrow though. Itadakimasu. What do they say in Spain for eating? Ah. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, it's pate. What do you expect? You don't really expect much from pate other than it's gonna go well in your bread. I do find it funny though. I do find it funny that they didn't give us any like crackers or even like a little bit of toast to put the pate on. What am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to mix this with the meatballs? Because I don't think that's how it's supposed to do it. But they give us this. But they give us pate. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Eat the pate by itself? No. You don't eat the pate by itself. You can, but why? Overall, the pate itself is decent. I don't think there's a whole lot of flavors with it. Not even pepper. Maybe not even a little salt. But I mean, it's okay. It's okay pate. It's okay pate. It will pass. It will pass. I give this a solid B plus. No, not a B plus. Let's knock that down to like a B. A solid B for the pate. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these meatballs out of the can. Woo! Oh, the fire's almost gone. The fire's almost gone. Should probably get that out. Is the can hot? The can is hot. The can is hot. Hold up. We need to get meatballs out somehow. Also, zoom out just a tiny little bit. Zoom out just a tiny little bit. let's get the meatballs out. Oh, here's one little meatball. Here's two little meatballs. There's actually quite a few meatballs here. There's quite a few meatballs. They look pretty good. Could use some rice. I'm actually surprised that there's no carbs in this meal set. I'm gonna assume that no, there is carbs in the form of the fruit cocktail, but no other carbs like, you know, bread, rice, anything like that. Kind of surprised that there's not even at least crackers, because I feel like this could use some crackers. It could also use some rice. This could definitely use some rice. Once you start eating more MREs, you discover some start doing something different. Man, I am ready for my MRE adventure. I'm ready for an MRE adventure, but this is pretty good though. It looks good at least. Smell-wise, I think it also smells pretty good. Look at that. Look at that. We have like 7 meatballs here, and some kind of tomato soup or tomato broth. I don't think I'm gonna heat the sardines. We're just gonna keep it as is. Normally when I eat sardines, I just keep it cold anyway, so we're gonna keep this cold also. We just need to open it. And this is what I expect of sardines. It's just canned sardines, tomato sauce. If you haven't had them before, you're not missing a whole lot, but at the same time, it looks standard. It looks standard. We'll open the what do you call this? The fruit cocktail later. All right, little taste test. Let's taste the sauce first before we do the meatballs. I think I'll be finishing all of this. I'm kind of hungry. I'm not lying. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think it needs a little extra pepper. This thing probably needs a little extra pepper, at least in the sauce. Definitely needs some rice. Definitely needs some rice. It's lacking rice. Maybe it's just the Asian in me. But I need rice with this. There's a lot of sauce. It needs rice. What do you want me to do? Drink the sauce? Drink the soup? Not bad, not great. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's very passable. It's very passable. Now here is the meat of the. Here is the meat of the can. So hopefully this is gonna be decent. I'm not expecting miracles coming from a canned food thing, but at least it's heated. Okay, at least it's heated. That's already something. That's already something. Itadakimasu. Good. Solid B. Solid B. The pate is a solid B. The meatballs are a solid B. We need pepper. We need pepper. If you from the Spanish army don't think this needs pepper, I'm gonna ask, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? This needs pepper. This needs a lot of pepper. Cayenne pepper, white pepper, black pepper, any pepper. There's not enough spices here. It's tomatoey, which is good. It's decently salted, surprisingly decently salted. It's not too salty. There's definitely a whole lot of tomatoes going on here, but there's a very distinct lack of spice. I haven't had Spanish food before, so I don't know if how this compares to what you would normally have at home or in a restaurant. I don't know any of that, but I feel like this needs some pepper. It's just lacking pepper. Meatballs are pretty good though, at least. The meatballs are soft. They're solid meat. It's got a nice mouthfeel. It's got a nice chew to them. I say chew, but it's not like when you bite into it and it falls apart immediately. I mean, like, it doesn't feel like mush, right? The meatballs does not feel like mush. It feels like it was actually made properly. However, if you look at the meatballs themselves, they don't have they don't look like they have a very good shape or outside texture. You know, they look like they were formed by hand. They actually look like they were formed by hand, not by a machine somehow. Because I'm actually kind of surprised. Because I would feel like that if it was at least formed by a machine, it would look more spherical, probably a little bit more even. The meatballs are not all evenly sized. They are kind of like similar sizes, but they're not all they're not like exactly all the same sizes, which is surprising to say the least. So in the lack of pepper, this does not need extra salt, but in the lack of pepper, I guess I'm just going to douse these meatballs with some tomato sauce. And hopefully that improves it a little bit. Let's see. It's a little better. It's a little better, still lacks pepper. Still needs a whole lot of pepper. Oh crap. I would use pepper, and you know what, screw it. I will be that one guy. I'll be that one guy out in the field who always carries some sort of spice on them. Let me go get my pepper grinder. This is gonna get some pepper. Be right back. You need pepper. I already got the yuruHYPE. I already smuggled some yuruHYPE for the pate. I guess smuggling pepper for this isn't so much of a stretch anymore. Also, I did forget to take a picture of this. Crap. Let me take a picture of this while I can. Because I totally forgot. So that's the meatballs. This is the sardines. This is the pate. And then I also gotta take a picture of our leftover campfire. Our leftover campfire, let me make sure it's cool. So our leftover campfire left a very noticeable square mark in there. And we still have like 3 more of these. I don't know why they gave us 3 though. I feel like we only just need 1, maybe 2. Well, who you say you can't bring your stuff or strategic transfer of equipment to alternate locations is pepper from the mess hall. Yeah! Some people do that. I mean, some people will grab a bunch of the little small pepper and salt packets, smuggle them into their packs, and use that to season, because you know those MREs are not always the best. In my case, I smuggled an entire pepper grinder. We smuggled an entire pepper grinder. The nerve of this guy! Who does he think he is? Gordon Ramsay in the military? What? No. You think you're the Gordon Ramsay now? Okay. Gordon Ramsay, go to the mess hall. You're gonna be cooking for everyone, which is not the worst job to have in the military, I feel like. If you're the cook or the medical, being either of those, it beats being in the front lines any day of the week. I feel like I feel like that beats that any day of the week. Yeah, it's also my it's also my complaint with the pate. Not any pepper in this, but I guess pate just typically doesn't have pepper anyway, or at least not a whole lot of spices. But you know, I still would do it. If you have one of those, everyone is gonna be talking about asking you to share. Hey, they can do that if they want to. All right, I am not against sharing, but I don't know what the platoon commander is gonna say about that, or the sergeant, or whoever's in charge of me. I don't know how it works out in the field. I don't know how it works out in the field. Better. Not perfect, but the pepper definitely improves this quite a bit. That's good. I'm gonna save a little bit for this for later. I want to just finish all this up, but I'm gonna save that for a little bit. Okay, next. Sardines. Sardines, again, I would have this with rice. I would have the meatballs with rice. I would have the sardines with rice. We don't have neither of those. Even bread, we don't have any. But the sardines themselves, excuse me. The sardines themselves look pretty hefty. They look like regular standard sardines, if I'm being perfectly honest. But they look pretty hefty, and this is something I'm used to eating already. So it's like, okay, canned sardines, not anything different, but I did smell these things a mile away when I first opened the box. I didn't think that was possible. Itadakimasu. Let's see how the Spanish canned sardines match up to the ones I've had before. It's the same. It's the same. There's nothing different about this. It's still good though. The tomato sauce. The tomato sauce from the canned sardines also tastes exactly the same as all the other ones I've had before, which makes me wonder if this is a standard recipe with all canned sardines, or they're all made from the same place. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all made from the same place, but it tastes extremely similar to all the other ones I've had before, so it's like, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I would still like, I still want rice or a little cup of ramen to go with it, but you know, we're out in the field having a little picnic. And we can't do much about it. Being able to cook in the military, especially when the unit is to be, especially when the unit is a surefire way to be looked after by the rest of the troops. I bet. Actually, I'm kind of surprised. I'm actually kind of surprised that not a whole lot of people volunteer to be in the mess hall, or at least to be in the kitchen. Because I feel like it's like one of the best places to be. Like, if you're not the fighting type and don't want to be fighting, the kitchen, maintenance, all the support roles that the military has is a good place to be. You don't have to be out there fighting, and honestly, I would not want to be out there fighting. But I guess everyone goes through some sort of basic training, so there is that. The meatball's really good though. This reminds me, I'm supposed to be not eating meat. I'm supposed to not be eating meat at least until Easter comes around. That's just a self-imposement I do during this time, but I can't say I regret it. I can't say I regret it. It's good. It's been a while since I had meat. Also, the meat is beef, by the way. If anyone's asking, it's beef. It is not pork, it is not chicken, it is 100% beef. At least I hope it's 100% beef. I tossed the can away, so I can't exactly say. There might be something else in there, but this is a nice little meal. Nice little meal, full of protein. I desperately need this protein today because I haven't had any. I was experimenting on a vegan dish for the past week. Well, I made a vegan dish. Actually, no, it's not vegan. There's tiny little crabs. So mostly vegan dish for the past week. And I gotta say, there's not enough protein. I at least eat fish. Okay, I at least eat fish, but vegans, where do you get your proteins from? I don't understand. Where's your protein? Do you supplement it instead of eating it? Because eating the protein doesn't seem to be a whole lot of options for that, and it kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would want at least eggs or fish if I was avoiding meat in general.
Fish is really good though. The fish is tender, but I mean this is kind of what you expect from a canned sardine anyway. So nice little emergency rations. The tomato sauce is good. I'm probably gonna save the tomato sauce for later, so that I can use it in rice or ramen. I should not be mixing the sardine tomato sauce with the meatball tomato sauce. That's probably not gonna mix well flavor wise. That's nice. I wonder how much protein's in there. I don't think it says, it just says calories, not that I think about it. And I can't read it. I can't read it because now it's charred. It's charred by the fire. So it's like, if you wanted to read it, you cannot anymore. At least I can't anymore. Even less so for you watching on the stream, because it's much darker there apparently. I'm just enjoying this right now. So far, this is a pretty good MRE. I know there are some MREs that are kind of substandard, like you really don't want to eat them. This is actually not bad. If I were to eat this in a hurry though, I'd be struggling to find out how. Actually, no, it wouldn't be difficult. It wouldn't be difficult to eat this in a hurry, but I've kind of done something similar before, like in an emergency situation, when the frost came to Texas a couple of years back. I had a bunch of canned seafoods, canned tuna, canned fish. Excuse me. Excuse me, let me get some water. Canned tuna, canned fish that I didn't have any rice for. It was cold, no electricity, all that stuff. I basically survived on 1 can of fish each day. I had several cans, but I was keeping my I was keeping my calorie expenditure to a minimum, just because there was no heat, no electricity, so I was bundled up all the time, and basically tried to sleep all day until I could figure out how to get some heat, and it was a terrible, terrible time. Thankfully I was indoors, but it was still cold. Like super cold. So I survived with the canned fish, got used to it even more, but it's not bad. Not bad. Some like the fish is like, seems like the fish is smacking back a bit. I think that's a sauce. I think that's a sauce. Oh, I forgot that we have the isotonic drink. Let's go ahead and pour that out. Oh, we also have the soup. I forgot the soup. How am I supposed to do this again? So the soup, we haven't had the soup yet, and we haven't had the isotonic drink. Okay, let's do the soup first. So the soup, I'm supposed to like open this. We're not even done with the MRE. Crap, I forgot. So inside the bag, you might be able to see a little bit. It's like powder. But I think I have to save the bag so I can like mix it in here. So let's put about 1 tablespoon and a little bit of extra of water, because that's what it's asking for. So I'm gonna put like 2 half-full tablespoons of water in here. I don't know how you're supposed to measure this on the field, but here we are measuring it right now. So again, they didn't give us any utensils for the to eat with. Also, it says 20 ml of water. Hirviendo en remover de hasta completa disolución. So there's going to be cold soup. There's going to be cold soup. It's not going to be hot whatsoever. We can't heat it even if we wanted to, because it's in a pouch. It's in a pouch. It also feels like it's mostly dehydrated. And it's going to be very thick. This is going to be disgusting. Excuse me. It's going to be absolutely disgusting. I think I need to add a little bit more water. It might not be enough in there. Just a little bit more. Crap. I should have done this first. And already it doesn't seem like it's gonna be good. I'm supposed to eat this? Oh no. It tastes super salty too. Oh my gosh, that's so super salty. Alright, let's pour this out. Let's see what monstrosity this is, and maybe. Oh my gosh, that looks terrible. That looks terrible. For soup, this is supposed to be soup? That's a paste. That's a paste, sir. That is not soup. That is a paste. That is baby food. Not even good baby food. Oh my gosh, that's actually not. That doesn't look good. This is what I expected MRE to look like, but I feel like you should not have soup in an MRE, especially if it's not in a can or something. I think that's everything. If there's anything else in there, I'm gonna ignore it. And this is, what is this? What is this? This is a paste. This is not soup. This is a vegetable paste that somehow we reconstituted and expected to eat. I don't know how. Maybe I need to add a little bit more water. But it says 20 mLs. I gave it 20 mLs and this is what we got. So I'm assuming this is made correctly. And this is made correctly. That's terrible. That's super thick too. I'm adding water. I'm adding a little water. It's super thick, that's super salty. I don't think that's right. I don't think the instructions were right. This is a little bit runnier, but I'm gonna assume it's still super salty. Totally forgot about this. It looks a little better now at least, but it's still not great. It's still not great. Super salty though. Okay, let's try it. A little bit more water. Hopefully it's not bland now. Salty. Ugh. Super salty. And there's no way to heat it. That's the worst part. If we could heat this, it might be better. But we're basically doing cold soup. Now it just tastes like salty water. I need some of that tomato sauce. Okay, tomato sauce, better. This, not great. I may have to... Oh, that's salty. How are you 400 calories and this salty? What is it? What is in this? Those instructions have to be wrong. Those instructions have to be wrong, or maybe I read it wrong. What does it say? Venter el contenido es sobre un recipiente. Añadir 20 cl. 20 cl. 20 centiliters. That's 200 ml. Oh. Oh. I didn't put enough water. I didn't put enough water. It's a weird. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. It is a very weird. Why did I use cold water? I have hot water. Why did I use cold water? Crap. Is this enough? Why did I use cold water? I have hot water. Hold up. I have hot water. Let me get some hot water. Maybe I can salvage this just a little bit. Please. Zoji, help me. Zoji, please help me. Okay, a little bit of hot water and the mostly cold water. Not how you want to do this, but it's the next best thing. It's the next best thing. Okay, so I most likely made it wrong. That's why I just learned. Hot water, use it if you have it. Would be better if you did that first. However, it still doesn't. Well, it looks a lot better now. It looks a lot better now. Let's see if the taste has improved. Hopefully it's not as salty. Lukewarm soup, because of the way I made it. Lukewarm soup because of the way I made it. Saltiness, still very, very salty. I think I have at least 100 ml of water here. So I don't think there's much I can do about that. The only thing I can do about this is like follow it up with some tomato sauce, because this is... It looks better now than it did earlier, but it's just salty. It's just kind of salty. I'm just gonna try to drink this and make the best of it. Maybe if I made the soup a little bit better, it would actually taste better. But as it stands, the soup gets a D minus. It doesn't quite fail, but the soup gets a D minus for taste, consistency, clarity of the instructions. 20 cl. How am I supposed to know that was 20 centiliters? Also, who the heck uses centiliters? Like, seriously? Most people use ml, not cl. What the heck? What the heck? Why CL? That's very unconventional units of measurement for liquids. I'll be surprised to see if more places use CL as a standard water, standard liquid measurement. We do have this isotonic powder though, and I think this one says... It doesn't really say much of anything. It just says drink 2 doses per day. The doses are in 4 pouches, but we're only going to be using 1 pouch for today. It doesn't really say how much water to use this in. So I'm going to guess that we just eat it by itself, which is kind of weird, because isotonic powders normally are dissolved in water. I guess it doesn't matter. So here's your glass, and here is what the powder looks like. It's just a white powder. A very white and chalky powder. Well, I say chalky, but it feels more like little grains of Maybe not salt. What is this? It's like little grains of... What is this? Crystals. Some kind of white crystal. Not the kind of white crystal you're probably thinking of, but... Let's go ahead and put some water into it and see if that helps it any. For some reason, there's some smoke coming out. I don't know where the smoke is coming from. I can only assume that it's coming from the isotonic drink, because I don't remember lighting anything on fire recently, and we put the fire out a very long time ago. So, the water itself right now smells very vitamin C-ish. There is vitamin C in here. It doesn't look like it has vitamin C, but you can smell it. You can definitely smell the vitamin C. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to make it, but that's how we're making it with one pouch. You might want to use two, but let's try it. Isotonic water. Let's go. Terrible. That tastes absolutely terrible. Flavor wise, the vitamin C is very weak. I'm assuming we probably have to use more pouches for that, but I'm afraid if I use more pouches it's gonna taste worse than it already is. The water itself tastes like that. Tastes like medicine water. That's the best way I can describe it. It tastes like medicine water, and it's not good. It's not a good taste. Why would you use this? I do not understand. I would rather drink a whole thing of Pocari than this. And then again, I do think Pocari has some extra added sugar to make it more palatable. So there is that. So I guess if you want this to make, if you want to make this a little bit more palatable, add some sugar, because I don't think this has any. Let me double check. Ingredients. Oh, it does have sugar. It does have sugar. Not a whole lot of sugar apparently, even though it's the first ingredient. Unless they do it a little bit differently over there. Okay, that's not good. Again, I don't know if I made that. I don't know if I made that right, but it's not a good taste. Not as bad as the soup. The soup got a D-. We're gonna give the isotonic powder. We're gonna give this thing a D for taste. Also, no instructions on how to mix it other than use 4 pouches for 2 doses. Or 1 dose, I guess. So there is that. But it tastes absolutely terrible. I don't know why you would do that. So far, the best things in this MRE is the canned foods, the canned fish, the canned sardine, and the meatballs. So those are pretty decent. Also the pate. Pate is pretty decent. Just needs bread. Like I said, I'm surprised they didn't have any crackers in here. It could have used some. Alright. Let me finish off the meatballs. That's good, actually. Wow. We already went an hour and a half? Really? You know, I could actually get... If you were like walking around and camping, battles, whatnot, I think if you only eat the sardines and the meatballs, you're good to go. You don't need to eat any of the other stuff. You're just good with the meatballs and the sardines. That's enough. That's more than enough. Also, the napkins have been pretty useful. Very useful. Okay. Last thing on the... Well, not the last thing, but next to last thing is the canned fruit. Let's set these aside. Canned fruit, no heating required. It's just a fruit cocktail, probably from the one brand that everyone uses. Just unmarked for MRE consumption. I wouldn't be surprised if they have those kinds of deals also. Nothing to write home about here. Look-wise, it does seem to be there's a lot more syrup than anything else in here. Let's give it a taste though. But I mean, look at that. Hold up. It's a canned fruit. What do you want me to say about this? It's a pretty standard fruit cocktail. A lot more syrup than fruit compared to what I'm normally used to seeing. It packs the sweetness that you desperately need after eating all this stuff, especially the isotonic liquid. Avoid the isotonic liquid unless you want to avoid scurvy. Like, if you don't want scurvy, drink the isotonic liquid. It might help, but we do have some fruits here. So do this first before you fall back to the isotonic liquid, because holy crap, the isotonic liquid is no bueno. No bueno. This is a nice palate cleanser though. I am kind of surprised that there's not a whole lot of cherries in this fruit cocktail. Usually, they like to use cherries in this fruit cocktail. There's a little bit here, but it's mostly peaches, some pears, a couple of grapes that I saw. But that's it. Mostly peaches and some pears. And a few grapes. Overall, fairly standard, average can of fruit. Too much syrup, so I'm gonna have to knock it down for the syrup. Maybe we'll give it a solid B+. Maybe that's being a little bit unfair, but you know, it's canned fruit. What do you want me to say about canned fruit, other than it's too sweet? Which it's not too sweet. It's sweet. It's just sweet enough. Just too much syrup. That's the only reason that's the only reason why I'm knocking this down. Save the rest of that for later though. But yeah, we went through the meatballs, we went through the sardines, we went through the fruit, we went through even the soup, and we went through the pate. I think overall, this is a pretty good MRE. I don't know if I would recommend this for a hiking trip, but if you want something to try that's a little bit different, I guess, from the American MREs, this might be good. I should also try an American MRE one of these days, just for comparison, because I think it would be a little unfair if I just had this and say American MREs suck, which they might, or they may not. I guess we'll find out. I think the neatest part of this though was the little mini oven. I like this one a lot. I like this little contraption a lot. It's very simple, and I never would have thought about doing that, heating something in straight from the can. But now I will be more aware of that, and I will actually save this thing and the little heating tablets for emergencies now. There's quite a bit of other stuff that we didn't get to try, like the fluoride toothpaste. Why would I do that on stream? Probably should try the hand sanitizer to finish this off. And the little water tablets. We do have some gum here though. I'm hoping it's at least decent gum, but it looks like it's wrapped in mint. It looks like it's mint-y. Let's see what they have. It looks like one giant chiclet. I think that's what this is. I think this is a chiclet. Except it's gigantic. It's a gigantic chiclet. I haven't had chiclets in a long, long time. I mean, it's just white, so let me see what flavor this is. spearmint, I think, or wintergreen. I'm not entirely sure. It's minty. It's refreshing. Probably should spit it out before too long, otherwise when I finish up the rest of this later, everything's gonna taste like mint, and that would be a bad thing. That would be a bad thing. But, yeah. I think overall, I would have to give the entire grade of this MRE, despite all the little individual elements, a solid B. Maybe when you make the soup, use hot water if you can find hot water. Otherwise, if you use cold water for the soup, I pray for your soul because it's super salty, 1. And it doesn't taste good cold, 2. Or even lukewarm. It doesn't taste good lukewarm. I would not eat lukewarm ramen. I would not have lukewarm soup, even though I did just a little while ago. The thing I'm most curious about the soup is why it is 400 calories for that tiny little pouch. I don't know why. It's just vegetables, and if there's any like cream portion in there, it should not be that high in calories. It just shouldn't be. So I was curious. But canned meat, canned fish, yes. Fruit cocktail, it's fruit cocktail. What do you want me to say about that? It's good. It's good. Pate, hope you have some biscuits or bread because you're gonna need it. Unless you like eating pate by itself, in which case, go for it. I know some people do that, but I'm gonna call you weird anyway. I'm gonna call you weird anyway. Pate is meant to be spread, okay? You spread pate, find something to spread the pate in. If you eat pate as is, you just must really like pate, but this pate could use some pepper, okay? Use pepper in your pate. Use pepper in this pate. Use pepper in these meatballs. This needs pepper. This also needs pepper. This is okay without pepper. This is okay without pepper. This is also okay without pepper. The fruit cocktail is okay without pepper. So is the sardines. But pate and meatballs definitely need pepper. I guess I'll try using this hand sanitizer thing. Okay, so it's just a little gel. It's really just a gel of hand sanitizer. I guess there's a reason why they put it in a little pouch, but I feel like there's also a big waste of pouch. Oh, it spreads very, very well. I don't think there's enough gel in this hand sanitizer though. It barely covers my hands. It doesn't even cover my fingers. It barely covered my palms. It does feel like it has some aloe in here. Does it have aloe in here? Does it say it has aloe in here? It does not say it has aloe. No, alcohol, agua, cellulose, triclosan, perfume. So it's antibacterial. It's antibacterial hand sanitizer, but no aloe. For some reason, I thought there might be aloe there. It felt like it did. It might be the cellulose, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for the MRE review today. So thank you guys for watching. Was there anything that stood out to you? Was there anything that stood out to you with the MREs? Because, or at least if you've had MREs before, let me know if there's anything that stood out to you, if compared to the ones you've had before. How does it compare, you think? Is there any other MREs you want me to particularly try? I know there's a lot of rare ones, but it would be also helpful if you let me know which specific ones you want me to try in the future. I know the French one is pretty popular, but let me know, especially in the comments section after the stream, or if you're in chat right now, please let me know in chat right now. Let's see, what else? I want to try more MREs in the future, given the funding for it. Given the funds for it, because they're actually super expensive. Like this MRE set by itself is about $50. Like, all this is about 50 bucks. However, if you like bought the individual portions of this, I think like canned tuna, if you make your own MRE, canned tuna is about, not tuna, canned sardines is like $2 or $3 for one can. The fruit is probably also another $3 to $4 just for a can. So that's eight, maybe like $6 to $8 already just for those 2 cans, and then you have the meatballs, which might be a little bit more. Let's say 5 plus. The pate, I don't know how much pate normally costs, but it can't be too expensive. So let's just say all the cans here right now is probably about maybe 15 to 20 bucks. Let's just say 15 to 20 bucks tops. But even then, all the other stuff, I'm gonna guess this little piece here shouldn't cost too much, but I don't know. It seems like the price is super inflated for what you get. But that's just my first impressions. If you know a little bit more on how MREs are made, how they're priced, again, the comment section, please let me know. Other than that, I'm gonna end here for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening to me as I eat through this and explain what I think. I'm gonna finish off the sauces here with some rice after the stream, and also the fruit, the rest of the fruit here. The pate, I'm gonna put this in the fridge until I am ready to eat it. Gonna put this in another container so that it doesn't spoil too easily, because that is meat. That is meat. That is liver. But anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I will see you all later. I may stream tomorrow morning. I'm still thinking about it. Depends on what is, depending on whether I wake up early or not. Because if you are in North America, particularly the US and Canada, it is daylight savings time tomorrow, which is gonna suck. It's gonna suck. So that's gonna affect schedule alignments with everyone else in the world. Just FYI. But I might try to stream tomorrow morning. If I don't, then I'll see you maybe tomorrow at night for Limbus Company. And then if you're not there for either one, I'll see you next time, whatever that might be. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a nice rest of your day, and see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ow, ow, my leg. My leg. Hold up. Bye-bye.